You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the second half of the Factor Uncensored. We're back with a mind-blowing case about a hookup, sexual hookup, that ended up in a lawsuit. A woman in Missouri has millions of dollars now in her pockets after suing Geico, the insurance company. She caught a sexually transmitted disease, STD, after getting it on with a man inside of his damn car. She took Geico to court. An arbitrator ruled that sex inside the car, his car, quote, directly caused or directly contributed to the cause. The woman to contract HPV. I talked to a lawyer about this expensive-ass hookup.
When I read it, I was actually like, what the? And you guys can insert whichever adjective you want to into my answer as an attorney, but also as a, prior licensed agent for Geico and somebody, I'm going to describe it in terms of homeowners insurance. So we have all heard of the ridiculous situations where so-and-so broke into somebody's house and they were walking and there was a lamp cord and they tripped and they sued the homeowner and they were liable. Okay.
And you say you insert what the hell?
That's exactly right. And as long as I'm allowed to say that, I would tell you that my word is typically not hell, but really similar, especially when it involves my clients.
It's probably what the
Oh, absolutely.
We'll bleep that. We'll bleep that. Go on.
That's okay. You can bleep it and like put a bunch of little Batman stars behind my head and we'll all know what I said. But the second part of me heard it legally and as a former licensed insurance agent for Geico. And I thought, okay, it's like a homeowner's insurance policy. Now, something that I truly want to make sure that everybody out there, male and female, however you identify, if you are a My Little Pony, it doesn't matter. Whatever you choose for yourself, if somebody knows that they have an undisclosed disease that can be transmitted from more attractive things than me having to go to court, and they don't tell you, they can actually be charged with a crime.
So then again, we're in the situation where the average person, you compared it to homeowners insurance, because Geico is the insurer of his vehicle where that sex happened. How is Geico liable for these two people?
Well, there are two things that make you liable. Number one, remember that when you buy insurance, if it's all inclusive or what we call full coverage in Texas, it's property damage, bodily injury, and then personal injury protection.
There you go. So, there you go. His dumbass should have had just liability then. And another quick question I have.
Oh, absolutely.
If this was a $5 million settlement, why is Geico still trying to fight it? If it was a settlement, it's my understanding it went through arbitration.
That's correct.
If it's a settlement, that means Geico agreed to it, right?
It is correct. The way that I want to explain it to everybody, and I wanted to let everybody out there know that just very recently, within the last 3 months, there was actually a national law passed that said that if it was something involving something of a sexual nature or sexual crime, it no longer is directly referred to arbitration. However, most employment agreements and most insurance agreements say that if it's a claim of that type, it has to go through arbitration.
But let me ask you this. Did the award come from an agreement between both parties or from the arbiter, which would be the judge?
From my understanding, it's what they awarded in their understanding. It's from the judge who was overhearing the entire case.
Okay,
now,
okay. So when they say settlement, it's kind of really not a settlement in the true sense that we think of a settlement where both sides come to an agreement.
Like we're both sitting at the table and we're negotiating.
Yeah, yeah.
In reality, arbitration is mini court. It's like, and I don't want to refer to it as practice because it's just as binding and just as legal. It is our desire to keep the main courts not clogged up with things like this. However, unfortunately, a lot of things that are in sexual nature get referred to arbitration. And
now, in the last 40 seconds that we have here,
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
That we have here, do you think we will see more cases like this where people see this as an avenue to get compensation or in some instances justice for a seedy person who took advantage of them in their car knowing the facts but did not share or disclose their
what I want every viewer to understand right now is that it is already a crime for somebody who knows or should have known that they have a sexually transmitted disease to have a relations with a person where it could be transmitted and non-disclose. It's assault and battery. And my biggest concern out there is that, and I know that this is scandalous, but even on curling irons, there is something that says, please don't use as a sexual device and do not use while sleeping. And what that means is somebody actually did that in order to make it be put on a warning label. So for all of you who hear this and are like, wow, $5.2 million, I'll go for something that can get knocked out with like a penicillin shot. Like, if it has not been dipped in bleach in front of you, don't do it. You're not going to recover. It's not the same thing. It's not arbitration. So this is my general warning of warning. Blinky light.
I got it.
Please don't do it.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.